All right, it is the rundown for the 1st of June, 1st of the month. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Happy anniversary to my parents.
Oh, how many
Really?
years?
30.
Oh, you don't know.
439.
Wow. It's a long time.
Yeah, married on a Thursday. A little skellish, but is what it
You'll
is.
save a little money.
How'd you get to the, why'd you, 24 to 39? What was the 24?
What? I didn't say 24.
Yeah, you went 24 39. How did you get your
I
brain
don't
to?
know. I don't think I said 24. If I did, it was a black.
Well, you definitely did. You said 24 39.
30.
Oh, you don't know.
439. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
Good stuff.
That's how I
Good
do
start.
math.
Hot
That's how I
start
do
to the
math.
rundown. All right, it is the rundown sponsored by nobody because Brandon Walker's hosting and he is toxic to potential advertisers.
That's true.
That's exactly what it's. I don't know why y'all actually typed that out, but it is fine. Rico, you find that amusing?
Yeah, I like that. Get you off your pedestal.
Yep.
You can throw it and try to kill somebody with it, but you can't. Okay, doesn't matter. All right.
Got it trending. People were talking about it
That's true.
positively,
Yep.
Positively, you almost
not negatively.
beheaded somebody.
Almost. Almost.
Are you on his side?
Yes.
Okay, I knew you were. I don't even know why I asked. All right, it is the rundown. So tonight, Game 1, NBA Finals. Kate sat down and legitimately said, NBA playoffs. That's still going on?
Going and
It is long.
going and
Things-
going.
I feel like
and
hockey's
going
longer, but
and
it is
going.
long.
Well, hockey's about a week longer, but
Oh my God.
you Philly fans just believe that when you guys go out, it's over, it
It's
ends?
over. It's done. Are the Knicks done yet?
The Knicks been
It's
so
done.
tired of that crowd.
So we're
hanging
down to
outside
the
MSG.
Denver Nuggets and the Miami Heat.
Wasn't traffic.
It was I'm tired.
Climbing
of
poles, being loud.
Oh yeah.
I wanna go to bed.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Kate just wants to go to bed,
I
folks.
just want to get home on the train.
It is interesting when you walk to Penn Station some days and there's something going on in MSG, how the mood of the whole place changes. Like a Knicks game changes it, Rangers game's a little
yeah.
different. Then like a concert,
A Fish concert, and it's like a million of those guys
right.
in the drug rugs and all the balloons on the ground.
there was like a
next
Hair
day.
Nation concert there last year, and it was just a bunch of old dudes with living in the 80s with Axl Rose tattoos and shit.
I love that.
And then the train station at Secaucus last week during the Taylor Swift.
Oh,
These
forget it.
bitches, oh my
A lot of
God.
sparkling,
They'll
which
wear
I
anything.
love.
It was a lot of sparkles and
Love it.
Yeah, it was like
No
that's
weight
a new.
limits.
I went to Taylor Swift 3 years ago, and it wasn't a thing to get dressed up. Now it's like big thing.
Oh yeah.
You went to Taylor Swift?
Yeah,
You're a Taylor Swift fan?
I was married to a fan, but I mean, she's entertaining. She's a poor man's version of Whitney Houston.
A homeless
They're gonna
man's
come
version.
at you for that. They're
There's-
gonna come at both of you for that.
I mean, female entertainers. It's,
can't-
it's
this
Whitney,
happened-
and then it's
Not
probably
this
her.
happened to me on the
Whitney, Mariah,
No,
Carly Rae Jepsen,
this has happened to me on the rundown before.
and Rebecca Black, and then I put Taylor
You
Swift.
cannot put Taylor Swift and Whitney Houston even in the same sentence. Just don't do that.
Okay.
Taylor Swift is great for what she is, but she's not trying
She
to be.
doesn't. Taylor Swift has not tapped into the club bangers that Whitney did late in her career. Once Taylor gets a
She
few
didn't really
club-
tap into it. Somebody
doesn't
else tapped
matter.
into it
It's,
for
it's
her.
all good.
She'll
Yeah,
get
it's all
there.
good.
So she's never had a Levels remix, is what you're saying.
No, Whitney. I mean, Whitney's "My Love Is Your Love."
Ugh.
Like, it's just unbelievable.
Yep. Cher too. Had a club remix phase
Shares,
going.
shares,
Yep.
shares up there too.
Amazing.
Shares up there too.
Dance. Rico, who's going to win? Nuggets or Heat?
I think it's the Nuggets, probably in 6.
I think 5.
The Heat are motherfuckers.
The Heat are
They're very
motherfuckers.
tough.
That's a good analysis. Heat are motherfuckers. The Mets are playing.
Mets are playing. Frank's going off.
Yeah, but they're winning right now. They're up 3-2, and they just hit a home run. Now they got runners on first and second with nobody out. So I don't think we're going to have a Frank meltdown unless if there is a double play and they get out of the inning without scoring a run, there could be.
Yeah.
I'm just letting you know that's the situation we face right now. Things are good. They could always go bad.
Is Mr. Met one of the laziest mascots in baseball?
No, he works.
I know he works, but I'm saying that's like the laziest
It's
design.
just a baseball
Let's just
on a-
make him a
on a-
baseball with a face.
No, it's very
She's not talking about
And then
the
his-
work ethic of the man playing the mascot. She's saying the concept of the mascot.
very lazy.
Very lazy concept. For New York City, you could think of so many cool things.
What's the laziest mascot? I think Syracuse Orange is pretty lazy. It's just
It's just an
an
orange.
orange.
Yep.
And why did Syracuse have to go away from orange men? How
Because
was that offensive?
we get a.
Woo!
I don't know.
Yeah.
What? Can we look that up?
Well, I think it was the same as Redskins.
No, I don't think so.
Well, I think it was viewed in the same light.
Oh, they're not the orange men anymore?
No, they're the orange. They're just the orange.
Like,
Oh, it's a
20
gender
years.
thing.
gender
That's
thing?
what I'm saying. That's what I
Are
was
women
saying.
orange?
Yeah.
What's gendered about orange?
They're the
Well,
orange.
orange men.
Orange men.
They're the orange
Oh,
vulvas
and men
now.
is just only
Yeah.
inclusive about
Men is
men.
a gender.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, why wouldn't they change it to orange people? The oranges. Okay, you guys are done with that one. All right.
Speaking of.
What? You know who should have their mascot as an orange? The Jersey team.
Because of all the
Lean
women
into
who
the
go
ta-
tanning.
Oh, lean into the tanning.
Yep.
Yeah, it's-
I have 2 salons on my main street, tanning salons that are still packed to the gills. I got a couple tan moms on my train on the way home every night.
Can I tell you something I don't
Baseball gloves.
understand?
Sure.
I was interviewing a professional wrestler the other day, and he lives in Florida. But before every match, he goes
tanning.
and he goes and spray tans or tanning bed. And if you live this time of year, June 1st, why are the tanning beds and tanning places in business? Why don't you just go outside?
Quicker.
No sun damage at the spray.
Yep.
But it looks awful.
Yeah, bodybuilders do it too.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't care about your appearance, so you've never spray tan, but you understand
No.
that it's just weird.
I
did it, yeah. I went once with a girl I was trying to date in college.
You spray tan.
We went, yeah, she was like, I'm going to get, like, we'll hang out, we'll like, do this, and then go spray. Like, all right, we'll go spray tan. I went spray tan.
Be careful with that stuff. You'll start looking like Gaz.
Yeah. What?
Huh? All right. I like the Nuggets to win. I like the Nuggets to win in 5, 4, maybe 5,
6, I think.
possibly 6, maybe 7. Who knows? Which star benefits more from a championship? Jimmy Butler getting his or Jokic getting his? I feel like it's Jokic.
It's probably the same because like Butler has this is a crowning moment in his career.
Yeah.
Jokic, he got one very early and it's a kickoff of his career. I think probably Jokic a little bit more.
All right. Now, which country is Jokic from? Kate. Sir.
Not Japan.
Sir.
Suriname.
Serb.
Serbia.
Yes.
Haha.
You went with Suriname.
Sports.
Suriname. Speaking of mascots and sports, an article revealing the salaries of the highest paid NBA mascots came out yesterday. Denver Nugget mascot Rocky, the highest paid in the NBA, he makes $625,000 a year.
Now,
I
is this
refuse to
confirmed that
believe
it's just
that.
one guy?
I feel like it is.
There is no way that there's just no way this
This
is
guy
making
does-
$625.
Now, are you familiar with
Well-
what this guy does? He does some wild shit. He climbs the high things. He does jumps.
Yeah.
He works.
And Harry the Hawk for the Atlanta Hawks makes $600,000. Rico, that's half of what I make.
Right.
Like, it's just ridiculous that these mascots, and we'll go back, Benny the Bull for Chicago, $400K. The Gorilla only makes $200K, and he's
Phoenix.
probably the
Oh,
most
The Gorilla
famous
was
one.
the original, but I guess he got surpassed.
Hugo the Hornet makes $100K. The average NBA mascot salary is $63, and the average. Well, now hold on. Marty Mush has walked in. Why?
Did you see
He wrote the blog.
Have you seen Rocky come from the ceiling?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And pass out?
That's what I was saying. He does some
He's
crazy.
got
Yeah.
him- yeah, that's why I think he makes.
But that's
that
why I don't
much.
think it's one guy. I feel like he's on the DL a couple of games.
It has to be from doing that.
He's probably got a backup.
I just don't think it's
So
that
yeah,
impressive.
but how many? Do they split it between 4 guys? Is it 625?
My issue is this. My
for the
issue-
mascot
That's what
budget?
I want to
No,
know.
it's going to be one guy who gets to wear the suit.
Because I'd let you dangle me from a ceiling for $50K.
All right, relax.
$625.
So if Rocky's making $625, and Harry the Hawk is making $600, and Benny the Bull's making $400, and the Gorilla's making $200, it says the average mascot salary is $63. So there's some mascots in there.
We got to factor in some zeros. Who's the Knicks mascot? Who's the Celtics mascot?
Why would you factor in a zero?
Law of averages.
But no, why would you factor in a zero? If they don't have a mascot, they don't count for the
Inflation.
list. If they don't have a mascot, they're not on the list.
Not the way I work.
No, that's stupid. If they don't
That's
have a
I would
mascot, they're
factor
not on
in
the
a
list.
zero.
You don't
I'd-
factor in
all
if they
30
don't,
teams. I would
No,
put a
it says
zero.
the average price of the NBA mascot. So these are the mascots that exist.
Yeah.
Not
Okay.
per team.
Can we do it if we did
Tomorrow
all
we'll do
30
colors.
teams? Can we do it if we did all 30 teams? Factor in some zeros.
No, don't worry about zeros. But the fact that you have 600, 400, 200K, and then the average salary is 63, you got at least 10 or 15 that just don't make anything.
I think you got people getting paid per game. Having worked in the NBA on a per game salary
You
basis.
have never.
Yes, I have. You get paid. I told you, I did the contests. You get paid per game. So like they're making 150 a game, maybe 250 a
stop.
game.
Pull it back. You never told me you did contests.
Yes, I told you. I used to pick people for the contests.
How would you, was there
There
certain
were
things you looked
requirements.
for?
Yeah, my buddy. It turns out a
Had
buddy of
white.
mine. I went to him. He was an average-looking guy. I'm like, all right, you can go on. But James Dolan, wacko, he wouldn't allow street shoes, like dress shoes, on the court.
Okay.
So I was like, oh, you came from work, you're wearing your dress shoes, I can't pick you. Didn't think anything of it. Like 2.5 years later, I get introduced to him, and I was like, oh, what's up? He's like, oh, I actually met you 2 years ago. You didn't pick me for that contest. I was like, oh, and then I ended up being really, really good friends with him. But yeah, that's how it works. So there's different things. You're just trying to, like an 8-year-old, you pick an 8-year-old kid. They give you loose descriptions.
Yeah. Oh.
Tic-tac-toe, I wrote a blog on this. Tic-tac-toe is the most confusing contest for people out there. YouTube, like, tic-tac-toe fails in the NBA.
Yeah.
We used to let them play. We'd be like, all right, in the back, like, here, play tic-tac-toe. You know how to play tic-tac-toe? They get out there, lose their fucking mind. They got 2 in a
Really?
row. They don't know where to put it. They're putting it on top of each other. Fucking nuts.
Interesting.
You ask the question, and then you turn your head because nobody's talking about Mississippi State finishing 7th in the SEC West. Fucking skell.
You know, you really do just hide the crazy, don't you?
I do, but
Yeah,
I
you're
feel
still
like that
crazy.
was very
it's a
reasonable.
collective.
I feel like that was pretty reasonable.
What?
I'm calling you a scale.
Have you ever called somebody a scale?
No, but
What are you
I.
looking at? Did you just check your phone?
Yeah, I keep getting these fucking numbers. 866. I don't know what the fuck they are.
So you relax? Everything's
I am
calm down.
relaxed. You came in hot.
I didn't come in hot. Do you want to see a list of the Barstool salaries?
That's
Yes. Yes, I do.
probably not best for my mental health.
Yeah, no.
Because Ben Mintz was making 110,
Yeah.
and this new guy, Nicky Smokes, hot off the street, making 100. Hundo,
There's a few
Nicky Smokes,
nicknames I could list on that too, I'm sure.
going to Chicago.
They got to Kate level pretty quick, didn't they?
That's enough, Kate. Skip and Shannon Sharpe are breaking up. They are breaking up.
Oh, no.
Shannon Sharpe and FS1 have reached a buyout agreement, and Sharpe's last episode of Undisputed will be after the NBA Finals. His podcast, Club Shay Shay, is that real? Will
that a real thing? Yeah.
will be leaving Fox Sports as well. The two have kind of been getting after it. You know, they had a major one after the DeMar Hamlin incident. So is this a matter of, Rico, in your opinion, Shannon just fed up with Skip's bullshit, or Shannon's about to get paid somewhere else? Or is there a little bit of both?
No, I think it's very similar to like when Francesa and Mad Dog, like the two of them are best together.
Nobody outside New York knows who you're
I
talking
think
about.
they do. I don't think these two work great by themselves. I also think this is kind of a setup. There's going to be an eventual reunion, eventually.
You don't think Shannon can go somewhere else and be just as good with somebody else? I think
Not as, I mean, it was, listen,
Skip sucks. Skip's the
he's
worst.
horrible. He's a despicable human.
he's a bad
You know what he
human.
did to Troy Aikman?
No.
Started a rumor about his sexuality and like never apologized just to get the clicks. Like despicable.
Skip
human.
writing articles about how he was gay.
Yes.
Really?
Oh,
Really?
Yeah.
What?
You look it up. I read it in a book.
Oh.
You read Boys Would
Happy
Be Boys by
Pride.
Jeff Pearlman. Just say it.
Yeah. Okay.
Just say it. You're not the only one that reads books.
Okay. Yeah. We have a lot. Like we read the same books, but you try to make that as a negative that you read it.
Well, no, the way you said it was, I'm an authority on this. I read it. You did that.
You sign your name with an X.
I don't know how they approved a podcast called Club Shay Shay.
That's a good one.
Was it? Didn't you call yours Club Vajay?
Yeah, I did. I did. That wasn't a podcast. That was something else.
So
Is that your pickup line in Seattle? You text guys, they want to go to Club Virginia?
Yeah, you're trying to go to Club Shay Shay tonight?
No, I was,
Half off?
Fair enough.
just call yourself a scale? That's somebody's daughter. All right, HBO is making a Barry Bonds documentary, being made by the same people who did O.J. Made in America and The Last Dance. Interesting. This is interesting because O.J. Made in America was about a crime and laid out a lot of things.
Alleged crime.
The Last Dance, I mean, somebody committed the crime. The Last Dance was just a 10-episode suckfest of Michael Jordan. What is this going to be in the middle? It's going to be like he's a bad guy because he did steroids, but he's also one of the greatest players ever. Are they going to suck him off, or are they going to bury him?
I think the real key here is does Bonds contribute? What's Bonds?
Bonds
Because
has,
Bonds was a standoff guy. The people in San Francisco, I know people who worked at the Giants. They used to throw a party. They threw parties when he left. They hated him. He wouldn't go to media day. Bonds is an all-time scumbag too, so you don't know, and he wouldn't want to participate in things.
yeah.
So-
he's an asshole. He's a legendary asshole.
The article said as of now, Bonds is not involved.
Then that kind of sucks.
But Michael Jordan has asshole-ish features too, and The Last Dance just sucked him off for 10 episodes. But not as big an asshole as Barry Bonds.
Yeah, but they highlighted they confronted him and like, yo, you're an asshole, and he's like, yeah, this is why I was an asshole.
Yeah.
They didn't hide all that.
Can you get your phone out? I want to do something.
Yeah.
I just speaking of, this came up on Pick Central today, and I just want to do it here. Go to your phone numbers, your contacts.
Okay.
Scroll all the way to the bottom.
Okay. Oh, my contacts.
How many? Yeah, your contacts. Scroll all the way to the bottom.
Okay.
How many contacts are in your phone? That's a lot of scrolling. Huh?
830.
830.
Yeah.
I'm going to do mine. I did mine earlier. Mine is 99. I have 99 contacts.
99. Why do I
That's
have
lunacy.
830
That's
is a
low.
lot, isn't
That's
it?
low. 99. John Rich, just as an example, how many contacts do you have in your phone? A lot of scrolling here too.
But I also have like Planet Wings. I have all my
494.
favorite.
Four,
restaurants.
494.
Yeah, you have to save those.
Rico Bosco, how many contacts do you have in your phone?
2159.
2,159.
I think some of them are skewed in that you could do the save and it saves emails.
2,159 contacts in his phone.
Oh my God, some of these.
How many of those 2,159 know you?
Probably a lot.
From my single guys, I have Tubing Guy, Treehouse Guy,
Jesus.
NYC
No,
Mafia
give me
Tour
this.
Guy,
Give me this.
Matt at Tap 24, Totes has a girlfriend guy, Tommy John,
Ladies Man.
Wow, I was really getting after it. Woo, good for me. It was a different time. Anyway,
Who's in there as technical support?
I don't. Who
that's
is
definitely not technical support.
I don't know.
Wow.
Squid Facts. Who is Squid Facts?
I lost a few. I used to have a lot more like DJs. Girls you meet. I got Danielle and Olivia. That's it.
I just have.
Used to have more.
Update. The Mets did not score in that inning. They had first and second. But they did get out of this inning. So we're going to the bottom of the sixth. Mets winning 3-2.
Pete Rose. Okay. Okay.
Amazon Prime is launching an Australian version of The Office. The show reportedly has the blessing of Ricky Gervais, although he's not involved with it. So I remember when they launched the American version of The Office, and I thought it was the dumbest idea of all time and stupid, and it turned out to be possibly my favorite show.
Hold on, but you didn't watch. You watched the BBC version?
I was aware of it, yeah. I was aware and probably had seen like 3 or 4 episodes.
Oh,
I didn't think it would
okay.
work.
So off of 3-4 episodes, you were already like all out on it.
I wasn't all out on it. I just thought American version is not going to be nearly as good.
Yeah.
Because, sometimes American version works, like Whose Lines Anyway and The Office, and sometimes it doesn't.
I feel like 15 different countries have The Office now. I feel like there's like an Iranian Office.
I'll watch
there's
the Australian Office in a heartbeat.
I love Australian humor.
What's
They're a hoot. Whatchamacallit? Fuck you, miss. Fuck you, miss.
Oh
What's that
God.
show?
Summer
God,
Heights
Jamie.
High.
Summer Heights
That
High.
guy
all
was
that
fucking
shit.
electric.
I still follow.
He did
him.
another
Crocodile
one
Dundee.
too. What is it? Can
Very
somebody can
silly.
you find that? What's that comedian's name?
I know it's gonna.
He
kill
played
Chris
every
Lilly,
character.
Chris Lilly.
Yeah,
Chris
you
Lilly.
never watched Summer Heights High on HBO?
100% not.
Yeah,
Oh,
you just
you get a
won't
kick
watch
out of it.
programs.
Well, I watch programs. I've never heard
This
of Summer
this
Heights
guy,
High.
Jamay,
What's
Yeah,
Summer
yeah,
Heights
yeah.
High?
bro.
It's one of the
comedy.
best shows you will ever.
He did another one,
see.
Wild Boys or something that wasn't that good.
There's like a sketch show.
But this
that's
one
very
was
funny.
peak.
Wasn't there New Zealand guys that did an HBO one? Wasn't it Flight of the Conchords?
You're thinking Flight of the Conchords.
This guy
New
is
Zealand this
hysterical.
That's New Zealand.
Kenzie, did you watch this?
I watched the Jamae one.
Yeah, unbelievable.
Yes, so
He does the teacher, he does the 8th grader, and he does Jamay. Oh my god.
There's one
funny?
where they're a
Dude,
group
it's
of
hysterical.
realtors and they all have big
He's like a
butts.
bad 8th grader, and their like gang is like dictation. They draw dicks and write dates. It's very funny. Jamay does
You
this.
gotta watch.
It's
it.
you gotta
Yeah,
watch.
apparently.
Very,
You really
I mean, this fucking guy.
Highly
Go
recommend.
watch Scrubs.
Yeah, I watched Scrubs. Scrubs is a good show.
Fucking idiot.
It hasn't really held up on the rewatch. I've been watching it recently, and it hasn't held
You
up.
just won't watch new programs.
When's the last new program you watched?
I watched Bupkis. Shout out Staten Island Pete Davidson's pretty good.
Oh wow, you watched a show about Staten fucking Island. Wow. If Pete Davidson makes a show about West Point, Mississippi, I'll watch it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Somebody would have to want to go to West Point, Mississippi.
Well, that joke's on you because in season 2 of Road Rules, back in 1995, they stopped in West Point, Mississippi, and they went to a Civil War reenactment. So fuck you.
You left West Point, Mississippi pretty damn quick when Dave gave you that phone call.
Yeah.
I
It was a lifeline.
buddy, I was 40. I was there for 40 years. I think that's enough.
Yeah.
Our football team's going to win state this year.
West Point football.
you.
Legendary.
We have 11 state championships. We're the #1 program in the history of the state. So I don't know why you're being sassy. And plus, when you wear your West Point football out, people think you went to the Army, and they
have respect for you,
yeah.
mistakenly.
I once wore West Point powerlifting, and a guy just saluted me. I was like, thanks.
Thanks.
The video, this driver ramps a tow truck, which answers a question I believe we've always had. This tow truck was on the side of the road about to get a car.
What?
And this, did she live?
She did,
She
yes.
did?
So this was in Georgia, somewhere in southern Georgia, and this was first responders.
Yeah.
They were all there responding to another accident that had already happened.
Right.
When all of a sudden, this is from a police officer's, obviously, like his chest cam, and this girl, 21-year-old woman from Tallahassee, Florida, God bless, I hope she's okay. I heard she's in the hospital with serious injuries but recovering. But they said she went 120 feet through the air.
I mean, she took
before
off.
that car.
Gotta be on purpose.
Also,
right?
watch the video.
No, I don't think it was. It's
Watch
a
the
woman.
video. She shears the top off the cab of the tow truck.
Oh, yeah,
And the
she-
tow truck driver was standing like underneath it
Jesus.
when it flew up.
So hopefully she is okay.
Yes.
But-
She just black out? Like she just.
I think she
you
was
just
probably
some
passing.
people are just dumb when they drive and like.
you know,
People on that.
if
My
you-
thought was like on her phone.
If you don't pay attention for a second, anything can happen. But have we not all seen a tow truck like down or one of those those trucks that haul cars and you have their load? Have you not all wanted to jump them?
Oh,
That's
definitely.
A little
yeah.
part of me is like, that's got a hold of her. And
If
she was
she's-
like, I can't
Listen,
not.
if
I
she's
can't not.
if she's okay and turns out okay,
Salute to
kinda
her
awesome.
because it's kind of
Right.
fucking cool.
Well, yeah, that's my take. Is like there should be a amusement park for adults where you get to do this shit safely.
Yep.
Like there's a bunch of big things safely. You land or it parachutes you out halfway through. Whatever.
Yeah.
you grew up in
I'd pay
Staten
to go to
Island.
that shit.
You grew up suburbs of Philly, right?
Yeah.
Well, where I grew up, it was rural, obviously, but we had a railroad track that was like straight up. And if you ran about 40, 50 miles an hour, you could jump. You could jump
Yeah.
off of it.
And you were in the Dukes of
In the
Hazzard
car?
era.
And we would, and we would go 70 or 80 and just jump. And it was very dangerous and very, very stupid. Did y'all have anything like that? Did y'all have a jump anywhere?
We had the dips that if you went fast enough, you knew it would make everyone's stomach drop.
Yeah.
So you'd be in high school, 16 years old, with a van full of other 16-year-olds and be like, hold on to your butts. And you'd ramp
Yeah.
that sucker up to like
Nothing
90 on a
Y'all
back
have
road.
crazy like that.
Yeah, we do dumb stuff.
All right. That's the
Well, that's
rundown. So after show, any behind the scenes about you and Frank's date yesterday?
Nothing crazy.
I heard he got
still.
lucky.
A lady never talks, but he's still not speaking to me right now. So that's things are a little
Wait, he's-
tough.
Hey, is he really mad?
You go, we're not, I need a middleman. You go talk to him because he's still claiming
Watching the Mets right now.
the baby's not his.
Oh, okay, well,
So
comes out in a hot
do
dog.
with that, but yeah, maybe that what you will. No, it was fun.
Speaking of, do you still have the painting you made of me that night?
Funny you should mention that. I do still keep it with me.
Oh, wow. That's a lot of pubic hair.
Well, I paint what I see.
Oh, my.
And he was a great sport, and it was really fun yesterday. You guys all went to La Bernardin,
We
all the
did.
yak guys.
Did you give him a
Yeah.
second date?
I think I would.
Nice.
He was a hoot. He was
for
a
Frank.
conversation filler.
Speaking of, Rico, you can speak to this because I wasn't here. The Klein Family New York Fire Department, walk me through that one.
Yeah, they came and gave Ron and I and obviously the office a plaque.
That's where you got your hat?
Yeah, we did their fundraiser obviously last year, so it's been close to a year now. I think close to a year or a little over a year.
Yeah.
Yeah, family came by, sisters, guys from the firehouse donated, gave some shirts as things to pass out at. So
I looked back at the end of the day yesterday, and there was like a party going on at the bar with people ripping shots and crushing beers, and I was like, whoa, what is this? Awesome. And it was all those firefighters, and I was like, oh, that explains it, yeah.
I heard they almost tried to take Jeff Lowe's dozen jerseys.
yeah, the dozen jerseys were.
They're going to be
Rome was
souvenirs.
like,
Dozen
Rome was
jerseys
like, it
were a
was
little
the best
tough.
time.
Yeah, there
Once
was.
they had enough shots, they started stealing
There
things.
might be some statues that have to come back. But
Check my desk.
We won't notice. This is the place to steal.
All
Come on,
right.
well, I said if they start showing up enough, they
start working here.
Remember that one
be
tour?
more than some people that are
There
here.
was a tour that somebody walked through and stole some off a girl's, one of our.
Ellie Schnitt's desk was
Yeah.
like, you got to give me your digits if you want it back.
Yeah, that was weird.
That was weird.
That's
It's a bold
always
move.
works.
Yeah. That's a scale move.
Big